Hello students, today we will be solving another practical question of our last unit, that is unit number 3, which comprises of our 4 topics: amalgamation, absorption, internal and external reconstruction. The link of the question has been given in the description box. You are requested to download it, read it so that you can understand how we have solved this question number 2 of amalgamation. In the question it has been given that there are two companies, A Limited and B Limited. They are carrying a similar kind of business and their balance sheet as on date 31st March 2020 are given below. And in the question it is given that the above two companies has decided to amalgamate and a new company has to be formed, that is C Limited. And the additional information of the amalgamation are given below. And in the investment side of the A Limited details, it holds 8,000 equity shares of B Limited. So there is an intercompany holding of the equity share. This is the first type of question we will be doing in the amalgamation. And it is given that all the assets and liabilities are taken over by the C Limited except investment of A Limited. For the purpose of valuation, for the purpose of calculation of the purchase consideration, each share of B Limited is valued at rupees 25 per share, and for A Limited each share is valued at rupees 15 per share. So first we will calculate the amount of purchase consideration. So the amount of purchase consideration is that the equity shares of B Limited is valued at rupees 25 per share. Then we will see the total number of share of B Limited, and in the liability side of the B Limited it is given that there are capital is 2 lakh rupees and each share comprises of rupees, face value of rupees 10 each. So we will divide to know how much equity share B has. So B has total number of equity share, that is 20,000 equity shares, and one equity shares is valued at rupees 25 per share. The total purchase consideration which is to be paid to B Limited by the transferee company, that is equal to 20,000 multiplied by 25. So that comes to how much? 5 lakh rupees. And this purchase consideration will be paid in the form of equity share of rupees 10 each in C Limited. So the number of equity shares issued by C Limited to B Limited, it is equal to amount of purchase consideration divided by issue price. One equity share of C Limited is having a face value of rupees 10 which is fully paid up, so divided by 10, so the total number of equity share comes to how much? 50,000 equity share. So C company will be issuing total 50,000 equity share of C Limited to B Limited. Now let us calculate the total number of equity share issued by C Limited to A Limited. For the purpose of calculation of the purchase consideration, every share of A Limited is valued at rupees how much? 15 rupees. The equity share of A Limited is valued at rupees 15 per share for the purpose of amalgamation. Then we will look at the total number of equity shares of A Limited. Total capital of rupees A Limited is 6 lakh rupees, which is divided into share of rupees 10 each. So we will divide to know the number of equity share of A Limited. So it is 6 lakh divided by 10. So it comes to how much? 60,000 multiplied by how much? Multiplied by rupees 15. So it comes to how much? The purchase consideration for A Limited comes to how much? 9 lakh rupees. Then we will calculate the number of equity share which is to be issued by C Limited to A Limited. So here we will calculate number of equity shares in C Limited. It is equal to total amount due, that is purchase consideration, divided by issue price. Issue price of one share, it is how much? Rupees 10. So it comes to how much? 90,000 shares. One of the most important thing is that A Limited holds equity share of B Limited. So A Limited will also get, when it will realize its investment, then A Limited will get more equity share of C Limited from B Limited. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा कि भाई A Limited ने B Limited के शेयर्स खरीदे हैं और A Limited का वो इन्वेस्टमेंट है, जब वो इन्वेस्टमेंट रियलाइज होगा तो B Limited से क्या होगा, जब इन्वेस्टमेंट रियलाइज होगा तो B Limited से भी शेयर्स A Limited को रिसीव होंगे. A Limited ने B Limited के कितने इक्विटी शेयर्स खरीदे? टोटल 8,000 इक्विटी शेयर्स. एंड देन विल कैलकुलेट कि उसमें हम कैलकुलेट क्या करेंगे कि हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे कि उस इन्वेस्टमेंट की रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू कितनी है. तो फर्स्ट लेट अस कैलकुलेट द net asset, then we will calculate that we are knowing the purchase consideration, then we value the amount realizable through investment by A Limited. So net asset, all the assets and liabilities are acquired at book value. So we will write the first, it is plant and machinery. Plant and machinery of A Limited comprises of how much? 1 lakh rupees. Only A Limited has plant and machinery. Second, it is land and building. So land and building of A Limited, it is equal to 1 lakh rupees. Next asset, it is plant and machinery. In the books of A Limited, it is having a value of 7 lakh rupees. And in the books of B Limited, it is value having 3 lakh rupees. Next, it is investment. Again, investment is not taken over by the C Limited, so we will not include while calculating of net asset. Next, it is stock. Stock in the books of A Limited, it is rupees how much? 9 lakh rupees. And in the books of B Limited, it is how much? 4 lakh rupees. Next, it is debtors. Debtors amount, it is equal to how much? 3 lakh in the books of A Limited and 1 lakh in the books of B Limited. Next, it is cash at bank. Cash at bank in the books of A Limited, it is how much? 1 lakh. And in the books of B Limited, again it is how much? It is how much? 1 lakh rupees. Then we will calculate the amount. It is equal to, in the total asset of B Limited, it is equal to 3 plus 4, 7, 8 and 9 lakh rupees. Next, in the books of A Limited, total value, it is equal to 1 lakh plus 7 lakh, 8 plus 9, 17, 17 plus 3, 20 and 1, 20, 1 lakh rupees. We will deduct external liabilities, the liabilities which is taken over by the transferee company. So there is only two external liability. First, it is secured loan. Secured loan. Amount of secured loan in the books of A Limited, it is how much? 6 lakh rupees. And in the books of B Limited, it is how much? It is 1 lakh rupees. Next, it is amount of creditors. Creditors in the books of current liabilities in the books of, it is given current liabilities. Current liabilities in the books of A Limited, it is 6 lakh rupees. And in the books of B Limited, it is how much? 4 lakh rupees. So we deduct, that is the calculation of net asset, 12 lakh, 21 lakh minus 12 lakh, so it comes to how much? 9 lakh rupees. And 9 lakh minus 5 lakh, so it comes to how much? 4 lakh rupees. Then in the question, amount of purchase consideration is been, we have calculated the amount of purchase consideration, that is 5 lakh in case of B Limited and 9 lakh in the case of A Limited. So equity shares in C Limited, total value in the books which will be given to A Limited, it is how much? 9 lakh, and for A Limited it is equal to how much? 5 lakh. Next, it is the difference between net asset and purchase consideration. In the A, net asset and purchase consideration is equal, so there will be no calculation of goodwill and or capital reserve. But in case of B Limited, net asset amounted to rupees how much? 4 lakh rupees, and purchase consideration it is 5 lakh. So the amount of purchase consideration is more than the net asset. It means the difference between the two, it is called as the goodwill. Goodwill will appear in the books of C Limited to the value of rupees 5 lakh minus 4 lakh. Amount it is how much? Amount it is 1 lakh rupees. Now let's see the realization of investment by A Limited. A Limited holds total number 8,000 equity shares of B Limited, and when B Limited will receive shares in C Limited, it will be transferred to the A Limited. So A Limited holds total 8,000 equity shares in B Limited, and when B Limited will be liquidated and the amount will be realized by the B Limited, it will be transferred to A Limited also. So the value of one share at the time of amalgamation is valued at rupees 25 by C Limited. So the value of 8,000 equity share of B Limited, it is equal to 8,000 shares multiplied by 25. So it comes to how much? It comes to rupees 2 lakh. So A Limited will be receiving how much a value of the equity share of C Limited? It is amounted to rupees how much? 2 lakh rupees. And the cost of investment of the share in the books of A Limited, it is equal to how much? Rupees 1 lakh. A Limited ने टोटल 8,000 इक्विटी शेयर एक्वायर किए हैं. बी लिमिटेड के उसकी वैल्यू कितनी है? 1 लाख रुपीस में उसने एक्वायर किया था. लेकिन जब बी लिमिटेड लिक्विडेट हो रही है तो बी लिमिटेड को जो शेयर होल्डर को शेयर रिसीव होना है, तो उसमें से एक शेयर होल्डर ए लिमिटेड भी है. तो बी लिमिटेड को जैसे ही शेयर्स मिलेगा ऑटोमेटिकली वो ट्रांसफर किसको हो जाएगा? ए लिमिटेड को हो जाएगा. अब ए लिमिटेड को कितना शेयर ट्रांसफर होगा? टोटल उसने होल्ड कितने करके रखा है? ए लिमिटेड ने 8,000 शेयर परचेज किया है. किसका? बी लिमिटेड का. और एक शेयर की वैल्यू एट द टाइम ऑफ एवेल्युएशन कितनी हुई? 25 रुपीज. तो वैल्यू वर्थ रुपीज 2 लाख, मतलब 2 लाख टोटल वर्थ का इक्विटी शेयर जो बी लिमिटेड को मिलेगा उसको वो कहां पे ट्रांसफर करेगा? बी लिमिटेड ए लिमिटेड को ट्रांसफर करेगा. ए लिमिटेड ने वही उतने ही इक्विटी शेयर को कितने में खरीदा है? 1 लाख रुपीज में खरीदा है. अब यहाँ पे ए लिमिटेड को क्या फायदा हो रहा है? ए लिमिटेड के इन्वेस्टमेंट की वैल्यू है 1 लाख रुपीज है, बट उसकी रियलाइजेशन वैल्यू कितनी है? 2 लाख रुपीज. तो डिफरेंस बिटवीन टू इट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट. तो वो क्या हो गया? प्रॉफिट का अमाउंट हो गया. और प्रॉफिट का अमाउंट कहां ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा? रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा. तो देयर इज एन इंटर कंपनी होल्डिंग ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर, एंड इफ देयर इज एन इंटर कंपनी होल्डिंग, अगेन यहां पे क्या होगा? जो एक कंपनी को शेयर रिसीव होगा वो दूसरे कंपनी को क्या हो जाएगा? ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा. नाउ लेट्स ट्राई टू सॉल्व the question. In the question it is being given that we have to pass necessary journal entries in the books of A Limited, B Limited, C Limited, and finally we have to prepare the balance sheet in the books of C Limited. Now we will start Passing the general entries in the books of E Limited. The first entry will be transferring of the asset and book value to the realization account. In that the entry will be realization account debit to the asset is first it is land and building account. The value of the land and building it is how much? 1 lakh rupees. Next it is to plant and machinery account. The value of plant and machinery is how much? 7 lakh rupees. Next asset it is investment. We don't have to consider the investment. It will be not transferred to the realization account. Next it is stock. Stock account. It is how much it is? The value of the stock it is how much? 9 lakh rupees. Next it is debtors to debtors account. Debtors account amount is how much? 7 lakh rupees. Next it is cash at bank to cash at bank account. The cash at bank amount it is how much? 1 lakh rupees. The total of that it is equal to how much? The total amount it is equal to 21 lakh rupees. That is the total amount it is equal to, the debtors amount it is not 7 lakh, it is 3 lakh. So it is how much? 10, 20 and 20, 1 lakh rupees being assets transferred to realization account. Second entry will be transferring of the external liability to the realization account. The external liabilities is secured loan and current liabilities. So it is equal to secured loan account debit current liabilities account debit to realization account being external liability transferred to realization account. The amount of secured loan it is equal to 6 lakh rupees and current liability it is also equal to 6 lakh. Total amount it is equal to how much? 12 lakh. Next it is transferring of the internal liabilities to the shareholder account. First it is share capital. It will be share capital account debit. The amount of share capital it is equal to how much? 6 lakh rupees. Next it is general reserve. The general reserve account debit. Amount of general reserve it is equal to how much? 4 lakh rupees to shareholder account being payment due to shareholder. Next entry will be the due of purchase consideration. The consideration amount we had calculated it was equal to how much? 9 lakh rupees, and it will be due from the transferee company, that is C Limited. So the entry will be C Limited account debit to realization account being consideration due. The amount of consideration, it is equal to how much? 9 lakh rupees. Next is consideration. Next entry will be receipt of the consideration, that is shares in C Limited account debit to C Limited account, being consideration received in the form of equity share. The amount it is equal to how much? 9 lakh rupees. Next entry will be the realization of investment. So the investment will be realized. So the investment will be realized in the form of shares. So shares in C Limited account debit. We had already calculated the amount of shares which is to be received by A Limited out of the investment made in B Limited was rupees how much? 2 lakh rupees. Next it is to investment account. The amount of investment was rupees 1 lakh rupees, and the remaining it was profit, and the profit is transferred to the realization account, to realization account, being investment realized and profit transferred to realization account. Next entry will be the transferring of the shares which has been received out of from the C Limited, and next out of the investment both the shares will be transferred to the shareholder account. Next entry will be the shareholder will be the receiver. Entry will be shareholder account debit to shares in C Limited. So the all shares in C Limited transferred to shareholders. So the total number of shares which has been received from C Limited was rupees 9 lakh rupees, and 2 lakh received out of the investment. So total number of shares received from the C Limited, it is equal to 9 lakh plus 2 lakh, that is equal to how much? It is equal to how much? 11 lakh rupees. Then in order to know whether there is any profit, if there is any profit, it will be transferred to the shareholder account. So for that we will be preparing in the working note realization account. Then we will be posting our entry to the realization account. First, in the first entry, realization account is debited. So we will write in the debit side to all the asset, that is land and building, plant and machinery, stock, debtors, cash at bank. In total value it is 21 lakh rupees. So I am not writing individual asset, I am writing total asset, that is sundry assets amounted to rupees how much? 21 lakh rupees. Next entry is the second entry, in which I transferred secured loans and current liability. Next entry was the received of the consideration, that is by C Limited. That is our first, second, third and fourth entry. Realization, it is credited, so we will write in the credit side 9 lakh rupees. Next entry is the realization of investment. So again it is credited. Again I am writing by shares in C Limited. The amount of credited in the realization account, it is equal to how much? 1 lakh rupees. The total credit side, it is 22 lakh, and the debit side it is 21 lakh. Credit is more, there is a profit, and the profit is transferred to the shareholder. To profit on realization transferred to shareholder account. Amount it is how much? Amount it is equal to 1 lakh. that is the balance amount. So the entry will be realization account debit to shareholder account. Account debit to shareholder account, being profit on realization transferred to shareholder account. How would we know that whatever the entry we had passed, it is correct or not? So the method to know whether we had solved the question right or wrong, so it is done through the account of realization account, and second it is the shareholder account. If the balance of realization and shareholder account are the same, then it means that we had solved the question correctly. So the balance in the realization account stood at rupees how much? 1 lakh rupees. So the shareholder account should have also the balance of rupees 1 lakh. Let's check. Now we'll post the entries in the shareholder account. The shareholder account is credited, so we'll write in the credit side by share capital account, that is how much? 6 lakh rupees. By reserves, it is equal to how much? 4 lakh rupees. Next we will check, then shareholder is debited with how much? 11 lakh rupees to shares in C Limited. It is equal to how much? 11 lakh rupees. And let's see, realization account was having credit balance of 1 lakh rupees, and in the shareholder it is having debit balance of rupees 1 lakh. So it means that there is a 1 lakh equal balances on the opposite side of these two ledger account. It means we have solved this question correctly. So I am writing here by realization account, that is equal to how much? 1 lakh. And now I am totaling it. At the end we have to total the amount of journal. So it is equal to how much? If you want to calculate, it is equal to 21 lakh plus 12 lakh plus, here I had not written, it is 10 lakh plus 9 lakh, 19 plus 29 lakh plus 11 lakh plus the profit of rupees 1 lakh. So it is equal to how much? 74 lakh. So total is 74 lakh. You can cross check it. If it is not matching, you can write your own total. So as per my, the total it is equal to how much? 74 lakh. So this is the end of the first part of the question, where we have passed the necessary journal entries in the books of A Limited. Now let's see what the journal entries in the books of B Limited. Now let's look at the journal entries in the books of B Limited. The first entry will be transferring of assets to the realization account. Entry will be a realization account debit to assets account. So the first asset, it is equal to, it is plant and machinery account. The second asset, it is stock account. The third, it is debtors account. The fourth, it is cash at bank account. And one variation is being asset transferred to realization. Assets transferred to realization. The amount of plant and machinery, it is equal to how much? 3 lakh rupees. Next it is stock. Stock amounted to rupees 4 lakh rupees. Debtors amounted to rupees 1 lakh rupees, and cash at bank amounted to rupees 1 lakh. Total it is equal to how much? 9 lakh rupees. Next it is transferring of external liability to the realization account. So the entry will be secured loan account debit current liabilities account debit to realization account, being external liability transferred to realization. The amount of secured loan appearing in the books of B Limited, it is rupees 1 lakh, and the amount of current liability it is equal to 4 lakh. Total amount it is equal to how much? 5 lakh. Next it is transferring of internal liabilities to the shareholder account, that is the amount due to the shareholder. Entry will be share capital account debit general reserve account debit to shareholder account, being internal liabilities transferred to shareholder. So the amount of share capital in the books of B Limited, it is equal to 2 lakh rupees, and amount of reserve it is also equal to 2 lakh. So total amount it is equal to how much? 4 lakh rupees. Next it will be the entry will be the consideration due from C Limited. The entry will be C Limited account debit to realization account, being consideration due. Next entry will be the receipt of the purchase consideration. So the receipt will be shares in C Limited account debit to C Limited account, being consideration received, and the amount of consideration it is equal, amount of consideration was rupees how much? Was rupees 5 lakh rupees, and this 5 lakh rupees has been received. 5 lakh it is equal to 20,000 multiplied by 25. Okay. Next it is the transferring of share to the shareholder account. So our entry will be shareholder will be the receiver, so we will debit shareholder account debit to shares in C Limited account, being share transferred to shareholder. So the shares which has been received from C Limited will be transferred to the shareholder. That is amount it is how much? 5 lakh rupees. Then they will again cross check whether there is any profit or loss on the realization. So we have to prepare the first realization account. So here I am writing all asset as sundry asset. The sundry asset amounted to rupees how much? 9 lakh rupees. In the credit side I am writing all external liability as sundry liabilities amounted to rupees how much? 5 lakh rupees. Next, the consideration which has been received due, that is 5 lakh rupees. So by C Limited. So the amount of purchase consideration due was rupees how much? 5 lakh. If my credit side is more, there is profit. So I am saying that credit side is 10 lakh rupees, debit side is 9 lakh. So credit is more, so it is a profit and it will be transferred to the shareholder account. That is our balance. How much it is? 1 lakh rupees. So we will be passing the entry of profit on realization. So the entry will be realization account debit to shareholder account, being profit on realization transfer to shareholder. So the amount it is how much? The profit it is 1 lakh rupees. Again, if you want to check whether we did correct or not, we can prepare shareholder account. If the balance in the shareholder account it is also rupees 1 lakh, it means we have solved correctly. So if you want to check, we can check. So we will be preparing the shareholder account. First it is the transferring the amount which is due to the shareholder. So by share capital, it is equal to how much? 2 lakh rupees. By general reserve account, it is equal to how much? 2 lakh rupees. Next it is transfer of purchase consideration to the shareholder to shares in C Limited. Amount it is rupees how much? 5 lakh. Again, as we can see, the debit is more. Again, there is a debit balance of 1 lakh rupees. Here it was credit balance. So both we are having 1 lakh balance in the opposite side. So our answer is correct. So I will write here by realization account, that is equal to how much? 1 lakh. So we had solved the second part of the question. It is preparation of passing of the general entries in the books of B Limited, that is the second transferor company. Now let's see what are the general entries we have to pass in the books of C Limited. It is a transferee company. So we will start passing the general entries in the books of C Limited. First it is receipt of assets and liabilities from the liquidator of A Limited. Entry will be land and building, account debit. Second it is plant and machinery, account debit. Third it is stock, account debit. Fourth it is debtors account debit. Next we say it is cash at bank account debit. It has been received from the liquidator of A Limited to secured loans account to current liabilities account, being purchase of business, being purchase of business of A Limited. So the amount of land and building, it is how much? 1 lakh rupees. The value of plant and machinery is 7 lakh rupees. Next it is the value of stock appearing in the books, it is equal to how much? Stock appearing, it is equal to again 9 lakh rupees. Next it is debtors appearing in the books, it is how much? 3 lakh. Cash at bank 1 lakh rupees. The purchase consideration, it is equal to how much? 9 lakh rupees. 6 lakh the amount of secured loan and 6 lakh is the amount of current liability. So the total comes to 21 lakh rupees. Next it is payment of consideration to the liquidator of A Limited. The entry will be liquidator of A Limited account debit to equity share capital account, being discharge of purchase consideration to the liquidator of A Limited, and the amount of equity share it is issued, it is equal to how much? 9 lakh rupees. Next it is purchase of business of B Limited. The entry will be plant and machinery account debit. Amount of plant and machinery is equal to how much? 3 lakh rupees. Next it is stock account debit. Stock amount it is how much? 4 lakh rupees. Next is the amount of debtors. It is 1 lakh. Next it is cash at bank, again 1 lakh. And it is received from the liquidator, so we will write liquidator of B Limited to secured loan account. Amount of secured loan, the amount of consideration it is equal to 5 lakh rupees. Amount of secured loan it is equal to 1 lakh rupees. And amount of current liability it is equal to how much? 4 lakh. So you can see at the time when we have calculated the mode of payment, then there was a calculation of goodwill. The consideration was more and the net asset was less, that is 1 lakh rupees. So there is one more asset it will appear in the books of C Limited, that is goodwill account debit. Amount of goodwill we have calculated, it is how much? 1 lakh to liquidator of B Limited to secured loans account to current liability account, being purchase of business of B Limited. The amount of payment was rupees 5 lakh, which is to be made to the liquidator. Loan amount is 1 lakh rupees and current liability amount it is equal to how much? 4 lakh. Now it is the discharge of purchase consideration. So entry will be liquidator of B Limited account debit to equity share capital account being discharge of purchase consideration, and the amount of equity share issued it is equal to how much? 5 lakh rupees. Now we have passed the necessary journal entries in the books of C Limited. It is the preparation of balance sheet, that is liabilities amount in rupees, assets amount in rupees. So first we will write issued and paid up capital. Total of amount of capital issued it is equal to 9 lakh plus 5 lakh. So the total amount it is equal to how much? 14 lakh is share capital and divided into 1,40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. Next it is the liability which has been received from both the companies. First it is secured loan. So we will write here secured loan. Amount of secured loan it is 6 lakh of A Limited and 1 lakh of B Limited. So total amount of secured loan it is equal to how much? 7 lakh rupees. Next it is current liabilities. The current liabilities of A Limited is 6 lakh rupees and B Limited it is 4 lakh. So it comes to how much? 10 lakh rupees. So the total in the liability side it comes to 24 plus 7, 31 lakh rupees. Now on the asset side, first we'll write goodwill Goodwill amount it is equal to how much? 1 lakh rupees. Next it is land and building. Land and building amount it is of only of A Limited, that is again 1 lakh. Next it is plant and machinery of both the companies. Plant and machinery of A Limited is 7 lakh and B Limited is 3 lakh. So total amount it is equal to how much? 10 lakh. Next it is stock. Stock of A Limited is 9 lakh and stock of B Limited is 4 lakh. Total it is 13 lakh rupees. Next asset it is debtors. Debtors of A Limited is 3 lakh rupees and debtors of B Limited it is how much? 1 lakh. So 3 plus 1 it is equal to how much? 4 lakh rupees. Last it is cash at bank. Cash at bank of A Limited it is equal to 1 lakh and cash at bank of B Limited is again 1 lakh. 1 lakh plus 1 lakh, that is equal to 2 lakh. Now let's check the total. If any difference, we will find out why their difference has arrived, or if it is tally. Let's check it. So 1 lakh plus 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 2 lakh plus 10 lakh, 12 lakh, 12 plus 13, that is 25, 25 plus 6, that is 31 lakh. In the both side, the total it comes to how much? 31 lakh and 31 lakh. So this is the completion of the total answer of question number 2. You are again requested to solve this particular question so that you can understand how we have solved this question. So for today's lecture we are concluding and we'll start a new question in our next lecture. Thank you.